Hi, welcome back. A few weeks ago, I refurbished this steel hook knife. The other day, I refurbished this, an old flat-headed screwdriver. Yesterday, I made this, and this is a thin parting tool. Okay, I did video it, but some unknown reason the video didn't work out. It didn't record, so I put a new SIM card in, not SIM card, I put a new memory card in, and I'm crossing fingers that it will work. So yeah, I made that yesterday and I've used it this morning just to try it out, and it works fabulous. Today I'm going to make myself a beading and parting tool. I'm going to use a 22mm plumbing connector as a sleeve. Again, part of an old table, it's a bit of beech, and I'm going to turn that into a handle. And then I've got in here some high-speed steel. Now this is 10mm square, 200mm long, and I'm going to make the blade out of this. I've always wanted a square beading and parting tool. Me being me, I like to do things as cheaply as I possibly can. This was £9 for two bits, £9 from Amazon, I think it was. So that is good. This is just waste, and this is for my plumbing kit. So cheap as chips, and I'm happy. Anyway, let's start turning the handle and see where we go from there. Chopped into the copper 22mm copper connector, straight connector. I've cut that in two, so we've got the band to go over the end, so that's the spare bit. Put that up there for the minute, and so now I need to think about the shape. So this is a Robert Sorby spindle gouge. The handle is about the right sort of size for what I want, and I love the shape. I love these tools, so hopefully I will be getting some more of them when I can afford them. So yeah, so that's a sort of perfect sort of size. So that's a similar sort of shape that I'm going to be aiming for, and I think I'll just about get it out of this piece of wood. So that's that. Let's get some marks on it. So we're trim it back to there, take it back to there, so that'll be the end. And we want the collar on here, to there. Perfect. So we need to measure the inside diameter of that. Inside. So it's just under 22, so I'll just take it up just slightly bigger. That way be nice and tight. Just lock that off. Perfect. Let's take this back. Turn it down a little bit more. That will do. That's nice and tight. That'll do perfect. Get that back in. Try and get a similar sort of size of that, as I really do like the size. Try and meet the size of that. So that gives me my boundaries. So I'll turn that down to that side, bring that down into the center here, bring it up to the highest point here, and then roll it over to the end here. Just a little bit more wax. Special. Yeah. Just natural wax. That will do it. Take to the bandsaw and give it a trim on there. Okay, so I just tapered the edge off. So there's the handle. And I've drilled the hole in there. I've just tried it, so it's just cutting into the edge, and I think that's going to be nice and tight. So I'm just going to tap that in, if I can find me little hammer, like that. Go over this section. that's in there well and truly. There, getting there. So next I'm going to have to mark up where I want to cut and have the taper. So I have the size and the HSS sign on top, so I taper down from there. So this is going to take quite a while. I'll be back in a mo. So there we go, it's nice and sharp, taking it up to the edge. Excuse me. Now, so I've taken the heel off of this, off the bevel. I've watched a guy on, can't remember what it was on, Richard Finley, and he grinds off the back edge, and he said it's yet less aggressive. I'm going to try it. I've never used one of these before. Let's give it a go, shall we? So there she is. Quite pleased with that. A little bit of blue in there, but other than that, it kept nice and cool. It's nice and sharp. I'm really pleased with that handle. Proof's in the pudding, I'm afraid. Let's see. This is a bit of really old oak. An old bed frame from, well, I don't know, it must be over 100 years old. It fell to bits and it had rotting bits on it. Let's give it a go. Wish me luck. Perfect. Well, what can I say? A nice parting tool, works really well. I should have shown you actually. Forgot. Never mind. Over the moon with this. Apart from cutting my thumb. Yeah, over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. Look at that. It looks like something you buy from the shop. Really am pleased with that. The handle is just perfect. It's just right. I've never used a beading and parting tool. I'm always quite fearful of the skew, because I've had quite a few catches and I'm beginning to get used to it now. But I see this, and I've watched, like as I've said before, Richard Finley using this tool regularly, and I thought, you know what, I like the look of that. I'll give that a go. But because I'm really tight, I can't help it. I'm just tight. I thought I'd make one. It either work or it won't. It's only a tenner. It cost me a tenner. £10. £10. Okay, and that's actually a fiver because I got 2 lengths for a tenner. So it's a fiver. A fiver. You would pay 40 odd quid for that. Maybe more, not sure. Yeah. And it's as sharp as anything. As you see, the shavings that are coming off of it are just perfect. I'm over the moon. I am over the moon. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it's encouraged somebody else to actually go out and make their own instead of keep buying these tools that are so expensive at the moment. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. It looks like I've got some tidying up to do. Anyway, you take care. Bye bye.